Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn. Everything is going well, if somewhat slowly, but we will be able to fix that. We do have a bad tide. Any moment now. There it is. We have a bad tide that's just approaching, and that's fine because we have our system here which deals with that, so we don't have to worry about bad tides. So these are sorted. These are nice. These are easy. Job done. Fantastic. There are a few things I do want to do though. One is blow up stuff. So let's go kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. There we go. And I want to put in here our monuments. Because we can. Let's put in the Labour monument here. Yeah, it's good enough place, isn't it? Whoop. Yes. I put in our Flame of Unity here. There you go. Just to keep our beavers happy and wonderful. In the last episode, I've decided that we're going to make this series longer. So we're not going to be just a very quick get to the wonder and get done for it. This one's going to be a bit longer. Not dramatically long. I'm not going for 100 episodes. Don't worry about that. But I asked for suggestions onto what we should do as kind of a goal. And it's been two. There's been two. One is that I should go for 10 vats. 10 vats and 50 plus happiness. Vats give you 8 beavers before the first beaver they born dies. So you have, so if you have one vat, your population should be around 8, and obviously that depends on the happiness level of the beavers as they're living. 50 happiness would be about 100% happiness, so that means it's 16. So 10 vats would be 160 beavers. So that's easy. That's easy. That would be fairly simple to do. So we could do that. I think in the comments, actually, Kaboom mentioned that one there. I think I said it's 1,600. That's, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking with that. Because now I've just had it up in my head there. No, it's not. So why was I thinking 1,600? So yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. So no, it wouldn't be that. So we got that one to there. The other one was that we should make bots and then get rid of the beavers. Have this be a bot colony, but we should keep one beaver. We should keep just one beaver, and that one beaver, through a little bit of save editing, you can actually technically make immortal. So yeah, you can actually change the way the aging system works, and I believe they'll live for something stupid like 1,000 days or something. It's quite a lot, or 10,000 days, or I can't remember what it is, 6,000 days, whatever it is. But essentially, they'd be immortal. So we'd have one beaver, which would be living the life of absolute luxury. We'd have to keep that beaver 100% satisfied, and everything else is run by bots. I kind of like that idea. But we wouldn't need that many bots to do it, because you need a tiny little kohlrabi area, a tiny little castle. You basically, one farm with a bot in it, or 2 bots in it, could farm every crop enough for one beaver to live. So yeah, I'm not sure. So are there any other suggestions that people would have to come to that? I'm kind of going towards the bot one, and maybe I should go for like a stupid amount of bots or something, or go for, maybe instead of 10 breeding pods, we should go for more than 10. We should do a few breeding pods, maybe 100 of them or something. Do just something utterly stupid. But I don't know. I don't know whether I should or not, or whether what we should aim for is the tunnel, to get the tunnel working, because I want to build a tunnel. Which goes from here, underground, all the way along to over here, to out the map, so we can deal with that. So bad tide will go off the map that way, and good water will come this way and pop up here. Yep. And the aqueduct, which I want to go along here, and I'm going to turn it here somewhere and come down this side of it, so it will go along there and then down there. That'd be the idea of that. So zoom, zoom. And then we can get access to this here. They can walk along and come along, and this can be here. And we put tubes in, so kind of want to do the aqueduct as well. Yeah, so not really sure which way around want to want to do that. We're going to build the aqueduct anyway. That's kind of one of the goals there. But I might just build the aqueduct, build that there, and maybe get some bots and see how we can go. Maybe I don't know. If there are any other suggestions as to what sort of goal to aim for, I wouldn't mind doing an all bot playthrough, where maybe a challenge or something, so where we can start with bots and then see if we can do, I don't know because either way we are going to carry on with this playthrough and do things this on here. So what I want to do is a couple of things. So first and foremost, I want to cancel the tree planting here and here so I can put 2 more lumberjacks in there, and they can chop down the wood quicker. Maybe I want to blow it a little bit back here and see if we can extend this out a little bit. I think it goes 14, doesn't it? So if it goes 14, how far is this here? So this is 14. So we might get 1 more row in here because this dropped in here, but it wouldn't get any more in there. So that's kind of the size we can go to there. I need to change this up here. We're not getting enough Cassavus in. I thought we didn't have enough farms for it, or not enough Cassavus area. That's not it. The issue is that we don't have enough processing of Cassavus. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to blow up this entire area up here, like this. We also need to demolish this. How can I demolish this? Mark resources for demolition. Boop, and make that high priority. There's some random trees there, but I'll blow that up there. I do want to put in some scrap metal over here. I'd also like to put in a bridge across here. I put a platform in. I think I did that at the end of the last episode, or just after I finished recording, because I was like, oh, I want to put a platform in to do a bridge going across. So yeah, so let's put the bridge in as well, which is going to be, I believe it's the maximum one. Yeah, so put that in there. Yes, and put that in there. Ba-dum. Hey, look at this. Looky, zoom, we have a bridge. And then the wood can come from here to here much easier, which makes life easier for us. I also kind of thinking that if we get some dirt, we could maybe dirt over the top of this, leave it open underneath, and then we could have more space for crops or things or whatever we want to do. There's also no reason why I couldn't make this deeper. No. We'll leave that. But what we do want to do is we want to get some explosives here. I want to do this. This is going to be our tunnel. We need to go down by 2 layers even, and then run the tunnel all the way along from here to that side of the map. Whoa. From here all the way along to outside here, unless it hits one of these. It might hit that there. I don't know what height it's at, but we'll do that. We'll go from here, we'll go all the way along, and it'll probably end up, might go off the map, but it might. I think this is the lowest layer. Well, that's the lowest layer there. So, but anyway, it'll go along there, and it'll go out there, and then we'll come to the centerpiece, and we'll go and put some solutions in. Whereas good water can come this way, bad water can go that way. Simple. And then the bad water, the good water from here will come along, bubble up here, still flow through and off the map, because this is lower than the, or higher than the lower than the water sources, so the water will fill up over here, so that will still go and do its thing there, which would be fantastic. I want to get an infinite power thing going and then just run this along and connect it into here, so this gets power all year round. They are actually lined up. That wasn't planned, but they are actually lined up. If someone kind of noticed a while ago, they are actually technically lined up. Kind of awkward for sharing power between them, because technically they should have a gap in between them, but we can potentially connect this one to that one and have everything work there. We could also potentially change the river to actually come along parallel to it as well, and turn along, and then have all the wheels touch. No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work, because if we had the wheels touching, we need at least one gap in between them. Well, not one gap in between them, but we need to move this over. We could do that. We could move this over by 1, couldn't we? Could we? No, we couldn't. I mean, potentially I could. Hey, our tributes are done, so everyone's happier now, which means everyone's got better. 100% work speed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. That's going to be there. Oh, I also want to put in a storage over here. I think about it. Boom. For scrap. So the scrap metal will come to here, and this will actually this wants to be set to obtain. Because you're obviously getting the scrap in, you're going to run out of scrap over there very soon. That's why we need to kind of head over here. So let's make a decision. Where am I going to run? If I move these over by 1, we could then potentially run this along, have a 2-wide link in the middle between the two, potentially run the water along here. The water could run parallel to it and down to there. We could put twice the amount of wheels in it, and then during the wet seasons, it generates a bajillion power, and during the bad tides, it generates half a bajillion power. Or at all times, it generates half a bajillion power, because we can always tap into these 2 water sources and make them permanent. So that's a good idea. We're okay for bad water, so I think we'll do that. I think we'll move this over by 1. Means I won't want to start it further back here. So if we tap into these 2, the water's here, so we'd have to start it here. So if I did there, that's where the wheels would go. We might have to move the number cruncher. So what I'm after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the other one would be here with the power. Getting the power up to the number cruncher is kind of awkward. We'd have to probably move the number cruncher over, or down, or round, or somewhere the number cruncher would have to go. So I like that plan. I like that plan of doing that there, and then moving this one over to here. So what I'd do is I would build in here. But what I might do, actually, scrap that. Get rid of that. Go. Be gone. Don't build that. Let's do it with dirt. Let's do it with dirt. Yeah. Where would I want to drill a hole for the dirt? Where could we possibly do that? Maybe in here, which is weird, but maybe in here, because these can actually go down quite deep. So if we drill dirt in here, we could then have the pumps in a much deeper reservoir. And the problem to that is where do we put in the excavator? If we put it in, put it in like here, have it dig down, we could then surround that, or put it in like over here, and then surround the thing. Or how many pumps can I get into a 5x5 area? That's what I need to know. Pause the game for a moment. So this digs out a 5x5, doesn't it? We're going to unlock this anyway, so let's unlock it. Yes. And it digs out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So it digs out a 5x5 area like that. The center isn't dug out, so it's a 5x5 area. Okie dokie. Right. So how many pumps can I get into a 5x5 area? Let me come over here. 5x5. So the obvious one is to get rid of the center line and put the pumps in like this. So 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. We could get 4 pumps in a 5x5 area. If we're going to expand our beaver population, I might need more than 4 pumps. But we could potentially get more in if we ringed it around the outside. So you can do 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5, 6. And then you could do 1, 2. So let me do a 9x9. Delete the 5x5 in the center, like this. So there's our hole. And then what we could do is we could potentially go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And technically you can get more in the center if we actually did that. So, but if I did that to double the pumps up in the center there, we can't actually then access anything the other side. So we could do that, but that would require a 7x7 space, which we could do here. We could make this a 7x7, make it a very deep hole. Levy off here in between the two, so it's only a hole. It's only a 7x7 hole here, and then do. I like that idea. I like the idea of doing the 7x7. It feels like a nice way of doing things. And what I could also do, if I really wanted to, would be to actually flip this pump and this pump like that, so we can run a line through the center. Could we make it look fancy or something? That's a bad water pump. Don't want that one. Boom. Flip that one. Dum. Flip this one. Oh. They're bad water pumps. I don't want those. Doesn't matter. They're the same thing. But so we could do that. Not that that really helps, if I'm honest. It doesn't really add anything to the party, really. It's not. Doesn't really do anything. And to be honest with you, the other way looked kind of better, having them all sort of ring round, having them face the same direction. So like that, kind of look better. Although we could flip these ones round to make them to make a space in the center for that. It doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter. I know, but you know, do that to have a row through the center, have a pathway through the center for some reason or whatever. Could actually potentially put in a tank in the center as well. Might do that. We could do that. We could put a tank in the center, so they all feed a tank, and then they go off elsewhere. So, boom. So yeah. Potential for doing that sort of thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10 pumps. We could get around that. So yeah, okay. I think we'll do that with a tank in the center, just because we can, and then have a gap in it. So okay. Anyway, enough faffing about there. Let's blow this up. Pop it up. And what I want to do is I want to put in a ladder down there. Doop. And that will let us get here. I want to get down here as well, because I want to get into here potentially, maybe, possibly. I also want to maybe store some more stuff here, but we'll figure that one out. More water there, not stuff. More water there, so we'll figure that one out later. Let me change these all up to be cassavas, because the problem is we're not processing enough cassavas. We're processing all the mushrooms, but we're not processing the cassavas. So we've got stone storage, but it's not being processed to be fermented. We are getting more in than we're using, so we are good for that. We are fine for that. You've got a little while left for the scrap, so... But we could always move the scrap over here. This has been built already. Let's get rid of this guy then. And we will put in some more explosives here. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we'll wait till night time for all the beavers to come back home. Pause. Everyone's back home now? Yes, excellent. And then what we're going to do is demolish that one, that one, that one, and then kaboom, because we can. Wait, it's a full start. It's a full start. Push the button. Hey, there we go. Whee. Beautiful. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we'll connect to this one up to there. So there's that right there. I'm going to run this along the edge so we've got some more space for doing things here. And I want to put in some fermenters here. Food fermenters. Same deal. Bomb, bomb, and bomb, like that. And then you guys are actually going to be for cassivas. So let's copy you to there. So you're all going to be cassivas. Yeah, that's fine. And then you're going to be switched over to mushrooms. These ones will switch over to mushrooms because you're close to the mushrooms. So, yeah. I'm going to also... I am going to come up here and actually lay down some explosives. I might just do a little pull here, just to keep the end of this wet. This is, could we do, let's come here and do like a 5x5 or something. Let's do a 5x5 pull there. That seems like a good idea. Why not? Why not? Why not? Doop doo, and then doop. Doop, 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 doop. And then bloop, bloop, like that. There you go. So now go and plant those. Awesome. Plant those. You know what I mean. Not plant them, but yeah. Okay. Donate those out there. Fantastic. Right. We are going to need scrap though. Metal is going to be the more important thing to do. So can we even build a... It's 50 metal. We do have the metal for it. So let's do that. Let's do that. So, right. Let's see the plan here. So I need a 9x9. Right. One unexpected phone call later. Where were we? We want to put in this here. So I want to put in double platforms like this. To all the way over to there because we need power, like that, and then we want to put in our excavator here somewhere. So we're going to put it, so it needs to have two. It needs to have a 3 gap down this side so we can run a path down here. We also are potentially going to run power along here because we're going to connect these. There's going to be like a power shaft. Oh, I've just realized this needs to move over by 2, doesn't it? Not 1, because we need a power shaft in between. We're going to need to have a power shaft in between connecting all the lines up together. Right now our power is being shared because it's going through the buildings, come back again. But technically this is independent and that's independent. So this is, yeah, so I need a 3 gap down there. 4 gap down there because I need 1 for a path. The power line will be here. We need path for the water. So yeah, so I need to do a 4 gap like that. Boop, like that. And then we'd have said there'd be a power line around this one, and then the path will be here that will come along. So let's build that. Although I may not want to build this out of platforms. I might want to build it out of actual dirt. I might build it out of dirt, surround this with dirt, bring it up to the highest level, and then just have a run that comes from here out and in, and then have it feel like that. So then we can levy it off as well. So when the pumps pump everything out and this goes down a little bit, water doesn't pour into it, so it's a reservoir, so it's not taken from here or from here or whatever, you know. So, yeah, so that's what I think we'll do. That's what I think we'll do. So that's going to go there, which is beautiful. We will also need to power the thing. So I'm going to put in power lines like that, and we'll up the everything, and then we'll down that. And then we'll up the ones underneath. Like that. Is there any more? No, number on there. Off, there you go. And then you can just mine out all the way down. Beautiful. I might seal this off now. Well, actually, with the first bits of dirt we get, we'll fill up this area here. So let's unlock dirt as well. Dirt. Filthy, filthy dirt. Doop. And doop. So we sealed that one off there. So the water will not go down there anymore. I might we'll move the pumps as well. So I might like straighten out this a little bit here. The grass will come in a little bit, but it's fine because, yeah, we might straighten out some things here. Do some bits and pieces with the dirt, like straighten a few things out and change some stuff. We could even potentially have this, although this won't matter because it's going to come from this source here, so it doesn't matter. So whilst that's doing that there, we need to speed up time and then figure out this here. So we need a path down the center for the power, and then next to that path, so here's where the power's going to go, here's where the levee for these wheels are going to go. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. This here is our edge of where all our water wheels are going to go. So that's the edge that's going to come along here, to here, and down there. Now, I might do the middle one, which is going to have the power line on it, kind of first. We'll build that out, although we want to do it with dirt, so I'm not fussed about it for the moment. But we need to get over to this. I might have to just path over to this for a moment and put in a mine, just to kind of get it running. Yeah, I think we might have to do that, just to kind of get it working. So, yeah. Right, let's change these to be fermented mushrooms. Copy that over there. Boop. Yeah, let's just path over to this guy here, shall we? So, let's just start from the back and work our way forward. So we want to have ladders up there. That's where the mine is going to go. Let's unlock the mine as well. So the mine is going to sit there. Yes. And you're going to do efficient scrap metal, because we do in fact have the scrap metal can either be, if I cancel that, can either be with treated planks or treated planks and extract. Doesn't require explosives anymore, just extract. I don't know how they're using the extract. They're getting scrap metal from something, they're melting something, I don't know, but they're doing something to get it. When it was explosives, it makes sense because it means they're blast drilling, but yeah, now they're not, I don't know. And since this is a temporary solution, we're just going to run it around the trees that are here, like this. We're going to have to platform over this, and then we want to kind of just run it this way, I suppose, isn't it? I don't need to go up and over this. Do it this way to back here somewhere. We are here, so I could potentially go over this and along. That's kind of awkward though. Let's go over this side here. Let's do a bit of explosiveness here, shall we? Let's do that. And we can run a road along. We can end up here. Bum, ba, bum, bum. Doop. 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 Don't know why I made this too wide. Doesn't need to be too wide. But I have kind of done that now, so yep, okay. Bump like that. Yeah, don't know why I made it too wide, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's 29 happiness now. Bit of wet fur. What we should do as well, we should get some tail stamps. We should get some tail stamps going. Yeah. Oh, look at that. They built it before they built this. Smart beavers. Smart beavers. Well done. Well done. Even though this was a high priority and this was a low priority, well done. You fail. Yeah, no. Oop. Right. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, I know there's no door to it. And detonate that. You can't reach that. You can't reach it. Seriously. Seriously. I don't get it. I don't get it. I should have watched it. I should have paused that. I should have paused it. Yep. But oh well. There you go. It is now running and burbling and doing its things. I don't have any storage for it. That's fine. I'm not really fussed about storage for it for the moment. We should be building across here to here. It's a long way to go, but that's okay. What I think I'm going to do is in the central line we have the power line. Above the power line we will put in a tube that runs all the way along to here. Does mean if we run this along and do it this way and then one next to it as well, that we have to kind of go over the top to get to this, or we could miss out a wheel. I suppose technically we could miss out 2 wheels to do that. Or alternatively, if I just wanted to have a bit of fun, the bad tide one could go this side and the good tide one could go this side. I think we're going to do that. And then I don't know how I'm going to connect all the power up for them if I do that though, because that would be awkward. We could always run them down to here, to this very point here, and then just have the bad water flow out around them and the good water just mix and do whatever over here. It could just literally dump on the floor right here. So the aqueducts run along, come down here. I don't know if I can get that like a corner right on that, but equally I could just turn it, run it down here and just have 2 wheels missing, and then the aqueduct, the tube comes along and goes there, or just has a gap, a single tile gap in between them. We could do that here, a single tile gap in between them to run it out and then put a tube station. So we might do that. That seemed like the safer or nicer option, I should say. So yeah, we could do that. We could then also seal this off and actually have the water drop down in the end here to fill this, which makes this land quite nicer as well. You could seal this whole land off here, so that's potential. That's big potential. We could do that. We have no Cassivus going on here. Oh, we have made our explosives here, so let's dynamite out that. There you go. That will fill, and then when the bad tide or whatever comes along, that will hold water, meaning the Cassivus up here will be growing for longer. So yeah, we do need more farms though. That is pretty obvious. So I'm going to say, would you... don't plant there, and then I'm going to change these 2 to be harvest and this one to be plant for the Cassivus, like we've got here. We've got harvest, plant, harvest. So yeah, that'll work pretty well. Okay, super speed time. Go. What else do we want to do? This needs exploding out and doing other bits and pieces with, so that's fine. You are sealed off here now, so that means as you go down the water will run out. That is perfectly fine, no problem there. Let's get rid of all this and let's put in dirt around here because we want to fill this in, this whole area in basically. I want to fill the whole thing in. This is not going to be worried up here anymore anyway, so we don't have to particularly worry about that, but let's do this. Yep, go fill that in. You can reach all that. Fine, beautiful. Beautiful. I think you can reach all that. I'm not really... Oh yeah, you can. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Fantastic. And then we'll cap these off as well and make them infinite power. So yeah, nothing to do in range. Yep, so our scrap has come to an end. So that... Yep, it's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, there you go. You have dropped down. So this will now run out of water, which means all this will start drying up over here. It's fine, we don't mind that. I built this here so I could cap these 2 off, and then we're going to change the plan slightly here. What I need to do is I need to make sure that the wheels are in sync with these ones. I don't want to move these wheels. What I want to do is have the wheels go there. In fact, to be honest with you, we could probably get rid of this dam on the end so we don't actually store any water in this part here. There's no, this part over here probably wants to have water stored in it, so we could do stuff with that. Maybe we could change up something here to allow water to store under here. Something like sealing it off and having the water flow into it. Not really fussed about it at the moment, to be honest. Not particularly fussed about it. So none of this has got any power anymore, so nothing's going to happen there. We are going to get more injured beavers because that is just the nature of things. What has happened here was, oh, let's connect this up here. Path, connect. Okay. Then you can come down, build this, build these, and then build this, potentially. Yeah. We're going to get more injured beavers. So what we're going to want to do then is, I've actually got one beaver sleeping outdoors at the moment because they're living for so long. So I want to put in like a second set of houses, but I don't know where to do that. The obvious place that I want to do that is here because yeah, because the barracks here are, yeah, or I could put in some row houses. We could dot some row houses in places, but then they would need the mod cons that these ones have got. So I think it's going to make a lot more sense if I try and mirror this, like the opposite side. But that would involve 7 tiles from here. Six tiles from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be right up against there, and then we'd need a road. Road's easy because we can do tunnels. Shall we? No, not 6 from here because we've got these in the way. Oh no. So it needs to be 6 from this one. We want to do that. I want to do it here, so I need to get the balances. So can I potentially carve into here? Do you reckon we could do that? Carve into here to put another set of barracks in so I can mirror this inside there and leave the top as it is? I think we can. I'm confident that we could do that. How tall do we want to go? We need to go to whatever the height of this one is. So if I went with terrain block and did pause. I don't want you actually building this terrain block. This is a tester. So that's where the roof is technically. So that's the height we want to dig in at. So I want to go with tunnels because we want to get tunnels anyway, and I want to take out this row here. That's kind of awkward because I don't actually have access to that road technically because I don't have any place on there. So could I go down by 1? Yeah, actually we go down by 1 because if this is where so this is the road I want to go into. So I want to go 9, 10, 9. That ladder is going to have to be moved as well. This one here, because I need to actually take out all of that because it needs to be like 11 because because of this. So let's do 10 because I need a road on the outside of that, and I'd love to put the road in as well. So yeah, let's do that, and I might also tunnel out that because it's going to look weird with 2 little bits hanging out. Maybe tunnel out here as well. I'd want to put the ladder in. Probably put the ladder in like back here somewhere or something. So they climb up, and then we could do another one here as well, so they can climb up. So like this point and climb up to this point. Wherever the back corner is. Wherever the back corner would be. That would be 6, 7. So this is the front road. So we go 7 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. So the back corner is there underneath that. That might not work. Might not work. Yeah, that might not work. It would work here. That's fine. We put the ladder there, but we can't put the ladder there. So might not be able to do that one. Okay. Okay. These are only the small barracks as well. I haven't even put the big barracks. That's fine. I want to use these ones because, as I've said before, because of the way you can put the rooftop terraces on, the rooftop things on, and get potentially more. I could just double this up. We could go higher with this, and that wouldn't hurt. We just have to move things around. But I want to build in. Yeah, I want to build in. I want to build in. So yeah. Ding ding ding. So that's what we're gonna do. We've got 8 beavers doing nothing at the moment. So cool. Ding ding ding. I really wish you could turn that bell off. The sound effect of that bell. It's I don't hate it, but it's just because 30 times speed. You hear it so often. So, yeah. And now it's not ringing. That's interesting. Now it's not ringing. How interesting. Nope. Now it's not ringing. Maybe when you click on it, it disables it. That'd be cool if that does happen. Oh, no, ding, ding, ding. There you go, it made sound effects. Don't know. Whenever it happens, I don't know. Maybe it's depending on where, if I'm looking at it here. Go ding. Yep. But if I was over here, it didn't go ding. I don't know. But I would like to be able to use it. What I would think I would like to be able to do, rather than it ding on the start of the day and the end of the day, it should go ding, ding, ding whenever a season change. So when a bad tide starts, a drought starts, or the wet season starts, it just goes ding, ding, ding on those season starts. I think that would be a nice balance for it. Maybe I should write my own mod and actually get that done there. We do not have enough bad water to get things going, so you are struggling to get bad water to make the explosives, of which we need vastly more. So let's get in a couple more bad pumps over here. Yeah, should do that. We can put in a bad pump or two, I think. Well, why won't it fit? You're forgetting something very important. Oh yes, the other platform. That's what I'm forgetting. Yes, you are. Boom, boom. So you can pump down into this one, and you just pump down here. That's fine. You can be shallow. We don't mind. We don't mind. Okay. You have all of that there. Why are you not building? Because all the resources are going down here to build this, which makes sense. So none of our beavers are actually building anything here. So yeah. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Yeah. So, what's next on the agenda? What's next? I think, so we're going to double aqueduct now. Fantastic. Let me figure out where we're going to have these guys. So I might get rid of this and make a 3 wide actual dirt wall and make it entirely out of dirt, which would be weird because the iron teeth are industrial types, so it makes more sense for them to have a levied one, but I want to do it that way. So yeah, I think we'll do it that same. Right, okay, so hey, look, this worked. Yay, awesome. Right, let's put in another farm here. Farmhouse. So I need to turn you that way because otherwise you can't reach the very top corner. Not that that particularly matters, I think, honestly. Not, and also you can reach that far. So let's turn it that way. You're going to be to plant kohlrabi, cassavas, and you're going to be for harvest and harvest. And then we're going to up the priority of that and increase the workplace a little bit there. So come build this. It's more important than anything else right now. Not really, because we actually have full cassavas and we have full fermented cassavas. So we're good. We are good. We are good, but we are going to potentially increase our beaver population, maybe get bots in, maybe do some things. I don't know. Depends on what you let me know I should be playing for with this. So, yeah. Hey. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now, you're going to be using extract. We don't have that much extract. We don't have that much bad water. We don't have that much bad water because we just don't. It's a thing. It's a thing. I am going to, if I can... detonate out of that. Do you think they can get down there at all, can they? No. No, they cannot. Let's build a temporary ladder down. I want to square that off so that it stores the water more, but I don't want to go right back to the edge of it because I can't because of the overhang. Right, okay. So what else is there to do? Well, how about we put the tunnel in and then we make the tunnel maybe a stupid low priority or something so that we don't have to worry about them building it. The mine is running. So we're going to get the mine in. And destroy that, and then detonate that. Ready, go. Bio. There we go. And then there'll be water potentially stored in here. So, yeah. Right. Here we go. Boom. Flood. Stop. Next flood. Stop. Let it fill. And then there it goes. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe we could seal off this and have water stored here somehow. I don't quite know how, but we potentially could. We potentially could. Okay. So. Let's figure out where our potential water wheels need to go. So, give me a path. Between them there is 4 gaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there'd be 1 there. This is where the connection nubbin is. So 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. But we've got to remember it's up on this path here. So this is where our first ones for these guys will be, because that's the first place this can go down and turn the corner. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. We'll 1 out. 4 there. Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. So that's where it needs to be there. So we need to fill this in, run the corner round. I might explode this out here. To make it square around them. Actually, no, I could fill it in around them, to be honest with you, because once we get the water sources, the bad water discharges on top of those, we can probably fill that in with dirt, make it just 3 wide, 4 wide, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide, and have it come down and just turn 90 degrees. So, yep, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Which means I need to fill up this here with dirt as well, which will be absolutely fine. We can definitely do that. So, terrain block, terrain block, terrain block, doop, and doop, and doop. Like that. I don't know if we can get up on top there to do that, but I need to lower those down, please. Bad tide is approaching, that's fine. We don't have that many gears. Where have I been using the gears? Oh, maybe the... I used 450 of them. That's where I use the gears. Okay. Cool. Right. So... I think we are good. I feel like we're good. Get some more woodcutters going there. Yeah, we just need to potentially work on this. So... Loop. They can't get out there to build that, can they? Nope. That's fine. Oh, how are we doing for water's fine? Yeah. Cool. So that's all being built there. Beautiful. So I want to go and cut the terrain off here, and we want to go back. 1, 2. Right. So the road's going to be here. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Yep, 6, 7. So it's 8 including the road. So there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want to do that. Then we want to get in there and put in explosives to blow it down to a level. Yay. Okay. Everyone's favourite pastime. Exploding stuff. In fact, I think we only want 3, don't we? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I need 4. That's okay. Doing the so 3. That can be a 2. Those can be 2s. That's a 1. I'm going to actually do that one as well. So yeah. Cool. Okay. So we have scrap coming in, although we've got lots of injured beavers, so we are struggling a bit. I'm going to lower the priority on that, so it doesn't take from anyone else. So it will take originally from these guys, from the holding posts. Then it should take from the builders. Let's drop the builders down as well. This one's always going to remain as standard. That's fine. So yeah. Okay. We have a potential too far away from a district. Really? I don't think it is. No, I didn't think so. Right. So we remove all of this, or is that going to collapse above us? Yes, it is. However, we'll be fine. We will be absolutely fine. So if I remove all of that, it does do a little collapsy hole thing. That's not a problem. Collapsy hole things are our specialty. So yeah. Doodaloo. Still need to block this side as well. Oops, missed one line out. So let's do a tunnel here, because we need to blow down that as well, which means the ladder is technically in the way. I think how I might be able to get up higher with that. Stop for a moment. Let me think here. Let me have a thunk. I need to think, because we need to move this ladder because we want to block behind here anyway. We have a ladder here, so we're not going to cut this off if we disconnect this ladder. So I'll do that in a moment. And then we need to figure out where the ladder's going to be. Because we need to blow a hole from the top down to the ladder. So I think we figured out it's going to be here, isn't it? Level with the center of that. So if we go there and go up, yeah, it's going to be there if we put it in the back corner. If we put it in the back middle, actually that might work better. It would be right there. Put it in the back middle, it would end up right there. And I think that would work for everyone. Let's do that. So we'll do this. And can we put something in there to, like a bit of decoration or something exciting? the tail. Paint the detailer. The detailer for the iron teeth doesn't require any power. So let's put that in there. And yeah. Okay. So let's demolish all of this here. Obviously, you want to get up into here with a road so that we can put in the explosives like this. Oop, and we also need to do this. No space is available because planks are full. Is that right? Yeah. We might have to just destroy the planks. Doop. So yeah. Okay, so how about we leave this one here? We will come back in the next episode and we will continue towards our goal of this new aqueduct and tunnel thing. So yeah, but I need to put more houses in. I don't need to put more houses in because the ITF don't need them, but I want to put more houses in because I'd like my beavers to have somewhere to enjoy themselves. So yeah. We also probably want to put in the tribute of ingenuity, but that would have to live much closer than where the power source is, wouldn't it? It'd have to live like here somewhere to get happiness to everybody. So we will have to figure that one out. 600 horsepower or HP means it's 2 1-bit engines. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.